Trump has threatened the Brics over de-dollarization. Is the Brics bloc de-dollarizing the global economy? The ever-expanding Brics bloc has become an eyesore for newly elected US President Donald Trump. Considered as an alternative to the West or the G7 bloc, the intergovernmental organization consisting of 10 countries now, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. They have been looking at how to better trade among each other by using local currency or by having a new currency for the Brics. This certainly has not gone down well with Trump. Even when he was not in power, it was something that was irksome. On the first day of assuming office, that is 20th January 2025, he warned the Brics from taking a decision that could lead to de-dollarization of the global economy. Speaking to reporters upon assuming office for the second time, he threatened the Brics nations of consequences should they go ahead and create a currency or trade in their own local currencies. Referencing outgoing President Biden, he also said that the Brics nations had America over a barrel, which means that they held a gun to the American head in order to ensure that there is smooth functioning of the Brics. Now, Brics is an intergovernmental organization and is considered to be a counterpart and an alternative to the G7 bloc of the world's largest economies, and combined represents nearly half of the world's population. President Trump reiterated his threat of imposing 100% import tariffs on Brics countries if they took any step towards cutting the use of the dollar in global trade.
They're a Brics nation, Spain. You know what a Brics nation is? You'll figure it out. But, and if the Brics nations want to do that, that's okay, but we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States. You know what the Brics is, right? You guys know.
Brazil,
You know what I'm
Russia.
saying, right? You know what I'm saying.
So
It's not even a threat. In fact, since I made that statement, Biden said, well, they have us over a barrel. I said, no, we have them over a barrel. And there's no way they're going to be able to do that.
This is an executive order relating to
tariffs, those countries like Spain.
As a Brics nation, yes.
But how
They'll have a
would that
100% tariff if they so much as even think about doing what they thought.
Can you explain how it's
Which, and therefore they'll give it up.
This is not the first time that he's made these threats. Last year as well, that is 2024, he had threatened Brics nations of consequences should any of them defy or challenge America's dollar dominance. He even sought commitment to that effect. On his social media platform, Truth Social, he wrote, and I quote, "The idea that Brics countries are trying to move away from the dollar while we stand by and watch is over." India back then had made it very clear that these economic decisions being taken were to smoothen financial process among Brics member states and not directed against America. In fact, India's External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar had said that New Delhi has no interest in weakening the US dollar at the Doha Forum in December 2024.
Where the Brics remark was concerned, I think, I'm not exactly sure what was the trigger for it, but we've always said that, look, India has never been for de-dollarization. Right now, there is no proposal to have a Brics currency. So I'm not quite sure what is the basis for.
He said if you stop pegging it to the dollar, but there wasn't a threat to do that, was it?
Well, the Brics do discuss financial transactions, but certainly where India, Brics doesn't, each country doesn't have an identical position on this. But where India is concerned, certainly, look, the United States is our largest trade partner, and we have no interest in weakening the dollar at all. But I just want to make one remark.
Now, what are Brics plans? First formed as BRIC, that is Brazil, Russia, India and China, in 2009, the leaders of the four nations met in Russia for a formal summit in Yekaterinburg. With the recent wars causing massive supply chain strains and pressure on countries like India to adhere to American sanctions against countries like Russia, China, and even Iran, an ally of Russia and China and India, there was a need to see how countries could continue doing business without being adversely impacted by US sanctions or actions like throwing Russia out of SWIFT. Now, what is SWIFT? Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, which is key to international financial transactions. Iran was removed from SWIFT in 2012. But both these countries are crucial for India, economically when it comes to oil, and geostrategically as well, like the collaboration in building Chabahar port in Iran. India is placed in a precarious position where it has been balancing ties with the US, yet engaging its traditional allies and partners, Russia and Iran. However, it is with China that India has a difficult relationship. While New Delhi would want resolution of outstanding issues with Beijing, it is not in India's interest to allow yuan, that is Chinese currency, to dominate any part of the global economy. So why would India show interest in de-dollarization completely? Yes, India does want a strengthened rupee. India does want to engage other countries and trade in local currency so that the dependency on American dollar reduces, but doesn't mean at the cost of American dollar going down and Chinese yuan going up. The decision to have local currency or creation of a Brics currency is to ensure smooth financial transaction, circumventing any country based, in this case US, economic blockade that Brics nations could face. Thank you for watching India Today Global.